palette. Colors for today, again, most of the same. Burnt sienna, emerald green. This is phthalo green, blue shade. I'll probably just use that for the water. Ivory black, ultramarine blue, titanium white, cadmium yellow light, Indian yellow, yellow ochre, naphthol red. Those are the colors for today. Alright, I'm going to use filbert brush first. Make sure it's not got any of this oil in it. Sometimes it has some leftover oil. I'm going to sketch some things first because I don't want to forget what I had in my mind. Alright, so the falls are kind of interesting, so I'm going to split this up into threes. The start of the waterfall can be up here. The bottom can be down here. And then there's like a overhang type deal. And then up here, this is the green space. And then the rest of this is just rocks and then the waterfall. So just putting it in so I don't mess it up too bad. I feel like I did the Idaho one from last week didn't go as planned because I had it loosely planned out in my head. But hopefully this one goes a little bit better. Alright. So we've got, for some reason there's oil on my palette knife. That's weird. Okay. We've got the colors up there, or the outline of where things are going to go. And then the first step, I'm just going to throw in some yellow. Because the spot up here, this is where the plants and things are going to grow. But it's very, very bright. Very green. So I'm just going to fill it in with yellow first, and then fill it in with some trees. It's okay if I go over my line a little bit. I can cover it up later. Alright. So that's our background. Throw in some trunks of trees first, and fill those in with leaves and whatnot. Alright, so I'm going to use filbert brush still. There's a little bit of black on there, I think that's okay. A little bit of sienna, maybe a little bit of black. Not that much black, just a little bit. There we go. Need like a distant bark color. Something like this, okay. Then we're just going to throw in some of these very far away trees. Maybe one comes over. I like putting separators in them, because then I don't have to go over them as hard with the other paint. Just something that looks like a tree. Or branches. That's what I'm going for there. Simple. This is the simplest part of the painting. Alright, now we got those in. We'll go over them with some darker colors. That's what I got this emerald green for. But I don't want it to be super dark. And hopefully there's enough liquid white on there that it'll get a little lighter as I go down. But we'll just maybe we'll test it up here in this corner. That's not too bad. This is a 2.5 inch brush. Normally I would use a 1 inch, but I had this one up, so I'll keep going with it. Making some foliage type things up here. I guess it doesn't matter if I go over there, because I can cover that up with rocks. Very easy to cover things up with rocks. A little gentler here in the middle, not as much pressure. And then really almost no pressure down at the bottom. There we go. Some foliage. Fender 31. Hey Fender, how's it going? It's going well. How are you doing? Been a busy week getting ready for the holidays. Just wiping this brush off with the shop towel. Still got some green on there. That's an interesting color. Mix of emerald green and cad yellow. All right, let's highlight some of these. And for this, I'm gonna actually use the 1-inch brush. A little bit of magic white on there. Let's use some Indian yellow and cad yellow. A little bit more Indian yellow. All right, let's see if I can aim this without hitting the top. I just want to hit the sides. Get a little bit more Indian yellow, make it more orange. I think this is going to be more of a fall time photo. I thought about doing another winter one, but I don't know. I wasn't feeling it. I wasn't feeling the cold. It's been cold all week. There we go. I'm going to add just a little bit more. Could add some yellow ochre there too, if we wanted to, but try to hit up there. These are just background things. They don't have to be. They don't have to be super detailed. They just have to look like something. All right, I'll wipe the paint off of this. Might use this brush again. I'm not sure. Not sure if I'll use that one again, but maybe. All right. Now we gotta start coming forward. This is where my memory's getting fuzzy. Let's see if we can do it though. All right. So there's a big rock over here, so I'll start up there. This is just burnt sienna. Need a little bit of black. And just whatever that corner of white was. Yeah, a little bit more. Yep. Happens sometimes. Alright, I think that's good enough. For this part, let's see. I'm just going to carve this in first and then blend it back. Alright, I think that's kind of good. Maybe make it a little more jagged. Kind of rub it around. Fuzz it up. Mess it up. There we go. And we gotta add some, I'm just gonna add some of this dark color in where it was in my memory, which is dangerous, but there was some dark right behind here. It's like one strata. Went over there, comes over here. I believe there was another one, but I can't remember it right now. Paint Your Dream World's here. Hello. Paint Your Dream World, how's it going? Just getting started. Just clean off my palette knife real quick. It's got a lot of brown on it. Alright, let's see, what other color do we need? I kind of just want to pull this color back this way, just to get it in there. Gotta be careful around the edge. There we go. Alright, so we got that color up there, and I'll do the same for this one. Just the darker color. The rest of it we can kind of blend together. Doesn't matter too much, especially up here in this corner. Alright, let's see where my memory's at. So we gotta cut all the way across here, all the way across here. Got our dark color in there already. And then down here, I believe it's only to there. And then this is water. Alright. I'll to get close to the green. There we go. All right. It's a risky business up there, but I think we did okay. All right, let's add in on dark rock. So there's a darker rock here, some lighter rocks up here. So let's do a little bit of both. Let's start adding in some rocks, and I might need to get more paint because this is a rock, one of those like strata paintings where you got all these lines, something like this. I think I've done one of these. One of my very earlier ones of the States ones was like this. We're just kind of push in with the palette knife to make these lines. Something like that. There's going to be a lot of this for this painting. And I could also use a filbert brush if I wanted to. That should do it for the background of this side. We'll add in. Oh, Restream's yelling at me because my interval settings or something. That's okay. Let's add in that dark rock while we're up here. One very dark rock right there. Side over here a little bit, just a little bit towards the bottom of the waterfall, and maybe at the back. There we go. All right, so we got that. We're gonna add in some more. I'm just gonna spread that. I'm gonna spread both of these all the way out because I'm gonna be doing a lot of palette knifing for this. Some more black and umber. We're going to scatter this around in between up here. Maybe some over there. Just pulling left to right. Especially in the top corner. Try and get that up. Do some down here. I'm going to try to come over this a little bit at the bottom before doing some highlights and such up at the top. It's a little far away too. I got to stretch to get up to that corner. All right, some down there, just a little bit. Okay. I'm going to highlight that dark rock. Too much in the white yet. Let's add some ochre and white. There we go. I'm just going to pull left to right for the base. There we go. This is a pretty dark rock, so we're going to leave them not too highlighted. Nice. We'll go in, add some more dark color. More of that. This is just umber or burnt sienna and black. Not that much black. There we go. Pulling left to right at the bottom here. All right. I think that's okay for this, that side up there. And we got to go to the other side over there on the left. Can't remember. I think I only looked at 3 or 4 pictures, so this is all from memory, so it might be incorrect. All right, we need a little bit of a lighter. There's a little bit of black in there, but it's mostly just still burnt sienna. I just need some texture up here, and these ones are angled. Oh, which way were they angled? I can't remember. I want to say they were angled down, but they were probably angled the other way. I can't remember. Artistic liberty here. Just tapping at like a 45, no, was that 30-degree angle? Something like that. Just adding in layers. Layers and layers. Nice. All right, so we got our darker rock here, some rocks up here. I'll add a little bit of this highlight color up on this side, just a little bit on the in between spots, just so it's not all burnt sienna. Just tap. I feel like this was at an upward angle now that I'm thinking about it, but that's okay. All right, I'm just getting lazy, so I'm going to be starting to pull left to right here. Things will blend together. That's okay. All right. Wipe the palette knife off again. Well, I got some on the handle. I'm not sure how paint got down there, but it happens sometimes. Wipe him off some more. All right, let's move some of this paint around. Okay, got a little space here. All right. I feel like we should add in the waterfall. Maybe not yet. Maybe not yet. Maybe we should add in the background first. Let's do that. And for this, I might use a softer brush instead of the palette knife, because this is a gentler waterfall than usual. And if I use the palette knife, I'm going to end up with blobs of paint that I can't go over gently unless I use a lot of oil, which I don't really want to do. Let's see, what brush will we use for this? Maybe this one. Fan brush. All right, we're just I'm gonna have to hold it a little bit differently. This is just the back of the waterfall. I need to fill in with something that looks like the strata up here and over here, but not as much paint. All right, that should be good enough for there. The rest of this we can do with the palette knife. It'll be okay, I think. Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? All right. For this, we will need white. And someone's calling me on my phone. Just put it on silent. Okay. Some blue, maybe a little bit of the magic white. A little bit. This is going to be a little bit of a different waterfall than I normally do. They're normally just like a swoosh, but this is like a, hard to explain. It's like a, more of a drip. More of a drip waterfall. But over here on the left side, there's a big sploosh on the left. I need some more white here. Liquid, magic white, whatever you want to call it. That's just on the left. And then in the middle, it's like, it's just a drip. It's very weird. I haven't seen many waterfalls like this, but I don't know. I don't really know how to paint it, so I'm just gonna hit it like I think it looks in my mind. It's like a drip. And then around this we can just put over here it's like barely anything over on this side. Alright, this side needs pulled down a little bit more. Okay. Get some more white, some of the blue. More of that drip. I don't know what to call it. Lots right here, and then not so much here. Okay, and at the bottom it's just kind of something like that. And then we'll put actual water down there at the bottom. That should be good enough for that piece. A little drippy waterfall. It's a very interesting one. I've never been there, but it's LaSalle Falls in Illinois. Very interesting. I didn't even know there was a canyon in Illinois. It's pretty cool. Haven't seen Billy in a while. Yeah, Billy said he left a comment on one of the videos he was in. He had to go to the hospital, so. But he's back home eating normal foods now, which is good. But probably not good enough to get hop on the live streams. But I hope he's doing okay. Going to the hospital is never fun. All right. Let's go back up here. Do we want to add the water in? Maybe. Why not? This is kind of dirty water. Dirty, muddy water. I'm just using phthalo green and ultramarine blue. Phthalo green blue shade, I should say. Phthalo green yellow shades what I normally use. That's emerald green. Let's just fill this in. In the corner. There we go. Nice. All right, now I guess all that's left is adding the rocks on this side, rocks on that side, then maybe a plant or two hanging around in the middle. Where's my palette knife? There it is. Alright, we got more of this muddy color, or this dark brown color. We can use that. We'll need this sienna, and we'll need the black. A little bit of everything. Alright, let's add. Alright, this comes around. I probably will need more. didn't put out very much. But I should know better. Whenever I do a palette knife painting, I end up using tons of the whatever my base color is. Ooh, that's a big one. And it comes a little bit into the waterfall, but not too much. Touching down there at the bottom. Okay. And then, oh, Fake Coffee. I found your channel a few weeks ago. Love the live streams. Thanks. Glad to have you. Good to see you. I'm glad you enjoy them. So I was telling my friends that it's like, as long as people enjoy the live streams, I'll probably keep doing them. But if they ever get annoying or people don't like them, I probably won't do them anymore. But who knows when that'll be. Oh, I almost forgot. I was gonna do a giveaway. If you want, I got a 2-pack of these, but they're Bill Alexander fan brushes. If you want to enter for the giveaway, just leave a comment on the video or email me, and I'll do a random shuffle at the end of the year and pick one person and send them out if you want. Just let me know. But it's 3 small, medium, and large fan brushes for Bill Alexander fan brushes. So just a heads up. I almost forgot, but I don't know why that reminded me of it. Definitely going to need more burnt sienna here in a minute. And if anyone knows of a better way to do strata, let me know. I know I can use the fan or the flat brush, but I like doing it with just tapping with the palette knife for some reason. I'm almost out. This is probably the last one before I have to get more. Get it on the other side. And just tap around the middle. Spread the dark colors around before we start highlighting and doing that. I might put a plant or something up there. I haven't thought about it yet. All right, let's go grab a little bit more burnt sienna. I'll be back in a second. Might as well just bring the whole thing over here. So we're going to keep using it. I'm using oil paints. I forgot to say that. Regular oil paints today. I've been using those mostly for the last few weeks, or months maybe. They work pretty well, at least for what I've been doing. All right, let's put this, set it there, hopefully don't forget it. All right, we got a nice little pile of burnt sienna to work with. This is our darker sienna color. Ivory black and burnt sienna. Just darken it up a little bit. It's just the background. I probably could have put this in if I wanted to actually do it easier. Would just be to fill this entire thing in with really dark paint and then come back over it. But I don't know. I forget things sometimes. Forget lots of things. All right, let's just pick some paint up, move it around, keep moving it, keep tapping. All right, tap a little bit more down there. All right, I think that's good. probably start highlighting this in a minute. I feel like I'm forgetting something, but probably am. Oh well, all right. Let's see. We want to add some ochre to this color. That's a nice color. And we'll just start highlighting around here. I'm pulling from the direction of the waterfall over, just because I don't want to go into the waterfall. And if I start over there, then I'm less likely to go into it. Because if I'm going this way, I would just smear. I know I would just go right over it. All right, let's see if we can get over there. I think that's good enough for these. I might want to blend some of these out too, but we'll figure that out in a second. All right, go wipe this off real quick. Picked up a lot of darker colors. Could also wipe it on the palette if you want. Either one works. All right. Go back to this. This one will be tricky. It's going away from. It's going this way. It's hard to push. It's harder to push paint than it is to like start over here and pull, you know. But either one works. Oops. I might add some more dark in here. I feel like there's too many gaps. Too many gaps in between. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like gaps. Let's try and fill those in. This is going to mess up some of the highlight, but that's okay. Just keep tapping. Yeah, now I'm just aiming for these, like, I don't know if you can probably see them. There's like big spaces of light, which I don't like. I don't like them. We can always go back over it, especially when there's a bunch of paint with the palette knife. It's not very hard. Not a hard thing to fix. Alright, I'm gonna smooth some stuff out. I should probably do the same over here. I'm just gonna wipe the paint off. Whatever color that was. Do the same here. Just go for those white spots. I just don't like them. I don't know. I don't like those spots. So I'm just gonna smooth in the paint first and then fix it up. Same up here. Maybe make this into a sharper cliff. I don't know. There's it down. There we go. Pull this way. Flatten it out. Mush that in here. close to the waterfall. That's okay. And then pull again to the left. Whoosh it in. Whoosh it. Whoosh it in, whoosh it in. Pull. There we go. That looks a little bit better. Now we can highlight it and do stuff. Should have done that first. Oh well. We learn. We learn. Alright, now we're just going to go. I think this is the darker side if I'm remembering. Just got a blob of paint all over my finger. Tapping, tapping, tapping. Just setting in the layers now. Actual layers. See if we can pull. I get a little bit more yellow. And after this, I'll probably lighten it up for this other side. But I can't remember. I can't remember which side was the light or which side was the dark. I had some light paint on that side of the knife. That's why I flipped it over. It wasn't not doing magic tricks here. There we go. Pull one more time. There we go. Wipe that off. Get all this paint that I got all over my knuckles off. There we go. Alright, let's work on this other side. I don't know. You want to add some Indian yellow? Maybe a little bit of white. That's blue. There's blue in there. I don't want blue in that. Maybe I do. I don't know. What does blue and brown make? What color is that? Blue and brown. What would that be? Yeah, I can pull from that. Up top on the left. I think there's a big rock here at the bottom, so I'll try and do that as well. Since I'm getting down there, there's a big up, and then it came down. But it's still a strata, like a line. Put some darker color underneath it. There we go. All right, I think that side's good enough. Both sides, good enough. Not incredible, not terrible. Blue and brown make brune. Brune. It's like a Scottish accent. Get the brune. Alright. Let's add in a little bit of foliage up there. Just because we can. Where's that green? Is this the right green? Emerald green? I think so. Just doing like little circles. I believe this is emerald green. One of those is blue. I don't think it's this one. There we go. Do the same over on this side. A little bit. And that spot in the middle between the rocks and the dark rocks and the other ones. There we go. Yellow and phthalo green. Looks kind of like sap green. Not quite though. Let's see. Just going to touch in spots. Something like that. Here and there. Around the sides. Maybe some right here. I just want to fuzz this part up. I don't know why. It looked weird. Alright. I believe that's... Oh, I forgot the other side. I knew I put it somewhere, but I couldn't see it. Try and angle it towards the center where the light is. To do that, I just kind of push. I push in towards the light. That works sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. All right, we got that. We got that. I have to blend some of this out on the. I got some brown in the water. You don't want brown water. Let's see. Is this the blue brush? Yes. That would have been real bad if it wasn't. Gotta go blend it out. You could probably make this into a reflection if we just pull it down. Might as well do that. Fix our mistakes by turning them into reflections. Works. It works. Okay. And there was something at the bottom of the waterfalls. I'm trying to remember. I think it was like a, what was it? It wasn't sand. Maybe it was. Maybe it was sand. There was like a part of it that was lighter than everything else. It's like a bright white. Or lighter brown. Something like this. And it was just across this bottom part here. There we go. I think it was like that. I don't remember why it was like that, but it might have been that it was sand, but I can't remember. Now we can add the splashes and other stuff in. Down here. This is where it gets a lot simpler. Splashes are the simple part of the painting. They aren't going to be as aggressive this far out, so I gotta keep them in check. And it was a trickle. It's not a torrential waterfall here. This one is. I'm just punching in color to make it different. Have different values around. Different spots of light. All right, do we want to add in a rock? I feel like there's another rock here somewhere. We got enough paint, we can keep adding in rocks for days if we want to. There we go. One there. Do we want to add in one over here? It looks kind of bigger. Maybe we do. Maybe we do. I think I remember there being some over here. darker brown. So I think this is in the shady side. And we'll splash some water around. Not too much though. No need for water lines or anything, I don't think. Grab this color again. A little bit here at the bottom. And some on here, some right there, and pull. There we go. And then we'll add in a rock, one rock. I remember there specifically, the only thing that I actually remember was there was one rock right here, but it was kind of underwater. I'm going to use phthalo green blue shade. And some of this white. Maybe all of it, I don't know. I need like a weird looking green color. That seems right. Muddy green, I don't know. One big old rock. It's covered in water. And we'll splash water all over him. That's all that color. Wipe that off. A little bit of this darken up just a smidgen. And I'm bumping into these things again. I always complain about them. One day I'll fix them up and don't have to worry about them. All right, there's our like somewhat submerged stones here in the front. Paul's got to go. All right, Paul, we'll see you later. Thanks for tuning in. Much appreciated. Then we'll splash in a little bit of water here at the bottom and add one more. There's one more thing that I wanted to add, and then we can call it a day on this one. I don't know if I have enough time. I don't have my watch on. It's almost 6. Yeah, I don't know if I'll have enough time for the second one. At least today. But I wanted to get at least one painting in before I go out for the holidays. Destroying this fan brush. That's okay. All right. There we go. I think we got the rock in. Kind of. All right. And for that last thing I wanted to add, there's some vines that hang out over the right side. I want to paint those real quick. Green. More of a dull green. Let's see if I can do this. Some vines that are just hanging out over here. Here, I don't know. We'll just throw them in wherever. Kind of the same thing as what we did on the waterfall. Tapping it a little bit. And some more up here. On these rocks. Or these plants, I guess I should say. All right. think that is in my memory everything. I'll probably just sign it before I piddle too much. Add too much random things to it. Or too many random things there. You can always keep adding things to a painting. That's the easy part. Until it turns one giant solid color. Alright, this is just linseed oil in my script liner. Naphtha red. That's what I normally use. Right, there we go. I want to sign it. Maybe over here. In the dark. This might be the last 22 that I'm going to be doing. Maybe. Unless I can get one in the next couple weeks, but I doubt it. Alright. Take it down. See how we did. Here we go. That's not too bad. Came out okay. This is supposed to be LaSalle Falls in Illinois.